Hey guys, and welcome to beautiful sunny California. In today's episode, we're going to be visiting Long Beach. And Long Beach is a really cool coastal city. There's just so many things to visit. It's very modern. It does feel like a really nice place to live in because, well, the city and the places where people live at, like the houses, are really close to the sea. And everything is close by, restaurants, the pier, the ocean, the boats. There's just so many things to see. So without any further ado, let's explore. Incorporated in 1897, Long Beach lies in Southern California in the southern part of Los Angeles County. Downtown Long Beach is extremely modern and feels very safe with many high-rise buildings spread out throughout the city, as well as numerous construction sites showing that there is interest in upgrading and making the city even better than it already is. The Port of Los Angeles is the second busiest container port in the United States and is among the world's largest shipping ports. The town grew as a seaside resort with light agricultural uses known for its waterfront attractions, including the permanently docked RMS Queen Mary and the Aquarium of the Pacific. When you're in downtown Long Beach, there's one place that you can't miss exploring, and it's the Pike outlets. And as the name says it, well, it's a bunch of stores that are supposedly discounted because it's outlet stores, so the prices should be cheaper, but there's also a comedy club, there's a cinema, there's also a Ferris wheel, and I've noticed that on Sundays they also have a ton of food trucks that offer a variety of different foods, and if you're lucky, you might even catch a few cool views of the sea. So yeah, it's definitely a place that you should go visit when you're here in downtown Long Beach. The Pike Outlets features over 344,000 square feet of outdoor mall with over 30 retailers to choose from and many restaurants, as well as a decent-sized cinema and a boutique hotel. Being an outlet, the shops usually offer lower prices and everyday bargains. Also, for people who want to get a nice view of the ocean, there's a Ferris wheel, which is a sort of remembrance of how Long Beach used to have an amusement park and arcade on its beachfront from 1902 to 1979 when it was closed. Also, on certain days there are numerous food trucks that stop by these outlets and give the people walking in this area an opportunity to eat something while relaxing on the sunny lawns surrounding this area. Long Beach Convention Center may not be the biggest convention center in America. Well, it's not that small. There's 400 square feet of surface, which is pretty good, and that means that you can have a lot of special events, trade shows, and obviously, as it says it's a convention center. But what I do like about this place is that the architecture is really cool. It's really fun to walk in this area. It's pretty empty, at least today it's empty, and there's a bunch of little tables where you can have picnics. But at the same time, as I said, it is very central. It's right next to the outlets, right next to the beautiful oceanside view. And yeah, if you're ever here in this city in Long Beach, I really definitely would say come to the convention center, just have a walk, and if you're lucky enough, maybe you'll even attend a convention inside the center. Built on the former site of the Long Beach Municipal Auditorium, which was demolished in 1975, the venue is composed of the Long Beach Convention Center, Long Beach Arena, the Long Beach Performing Arts Center. The arena has hosted various entertainment, professional, and college sporting events, most notably the volleyball events of the 1984 Summer Olympic Games. Like many other areas that are close to the sea, Long Beach does have a pier, and unlike other areas like Santa Monica, Manhattan Beach, Huntington Beach, where the pier really goes far into the sea, this pier doesn't really do the same thing. It does go a little bit into the sea, but at the same time it kind of goes around the harbor, and there's quite a few restaurants and places to walk at, to have a drink, have a coffee, have a bite to eat, and at the same time you can look at the beautiful boats that are sailing around this pier, and there's a bunch of lighthouses, there's big boats like the Queen Mary, and there's also the port that you can see in the distance. It's really gorgeous right here, and obviously we are in California, so it is beautiful weather like most of the year. Long Beach is different than many other coastal places here in California, and the main difference that I found is that there are quite a few boats that are parked right here in Long Beach. Yes, there is a pretty wide dock with hundreds, maybe even thousands of boats, and you don't actually have to own a boat to go on one of these boats. There's a bunch of rentals. There's also tours that are aimed for tourists. But yeah, if you do own a boat, you can dock it right here. Certainly, I'm sure it's pretty expensive, but it's cool to see all these boats. I always find it fascinating that people go on the sea and they travel all these oceans, and it just looks like a lot of fun. And as you guys know, California is a super beautiful and sunny place, so it's probably the perfect environment to go sailing, and Long Beach is definitely the place to go. Long Beach Shoreline truly is one of the greatest locations for sea lovers. Boats in this location are protected by a series of offshore breakwaters and by a natural south-facing bay. With rapid access to open water, prevailing winds, and close proximity to Catalina Island, sailing conditions in Long Beach are practically perfect year-round. That is why Long Beach has been and continues to be home of the Congressional Cup, Transpac, and Olympic trial races. There are also a ton of different types of cruises that depart from this area, which lets people explore the harbor as well as see some fish and even whales on some tours. The theme of Long Beach definitely is food oriented. Wherever you go, there's so many restaurants and places to go eat, have coffee. And on the pier, there are also quite a few touristic shops with a bunch of trinkets, and there's some music. But it's really pleasant to be right here because you can definitely smell the ocean, and you can hear the sea and the water rustling and the wind and all that stuff, and it just makes it such a pleasant place to be at. The Shoreline Village truly offers a wide selection of waterfront restaurants, ranging from simple snacks to upscale waterfront fine dining. Many touristic waterfront shops sell beachwear, casual clothing, sunglasses, shoes and sandals, decor and homeware, hot sauces, and more. An interesting decorative point of this pier is the numerous amounts of love locks that can be found on the railings throughout some sections of the pier. Obviously, its inspiration is taken from the famous padlock bridge in Paris called Pont des Arts in Paris, but it's nice to see something similar in this area. A building that sticks out on the harbor is Parker's Lighthouse, which has truly unique architecture resembling a lighthouse. This upscale supper club offers live music, prime steaks, chops, lobster, and fresh grilled fish menus, as well as beautiful views from many of its tables. One of the things that Long Beach is really known for is the Aquarium of the Pacific, which is a really huge aquarium that has so many different types of fish, and they even have different types of exhibits depending on what time of the year it is. One of my favorite places to actually visit in the aquarium is to look at all the sharks because, well, they're so cool, and not all the aquariums usually have all this variety of different types of sharks, but it is really worth going to, even though the lines are kind of long nowadays, and especially on the weekends. But it is worth it just because it's so big and it's kind of rare, and here in LA there aren't that many other aquariums. So yes, if you love looking at sea life and are wondering how the fish live under the sea, this is definitely the place to go to. The aquarium sees 1.5 million visitors a year and has a total staff of about 1,875 people, including more than 1,500 volunteers and about 375 employees. The aquarium features a collection of over 11,000 animals representing over 500 different species and exhibits ranging in size and capacity from about 5,000 to 350,000 gallons. Many coastal cities have lighthouses, and Long Beach is no exception, as they have a couple of lighthouses too, like the one behind me called the Lions Lighthouse. And even though it is a really cool and beautiful lighthouse, well, it is purely decorative. It's not a real functional lighthouse, although it does light up. It was funded by downtown Long Beach by an association called the Lions Clubs International, which deals with blind people. Even though it's not a functional lighthouse, it is a really beautiful building, and it's part of a really cool park, and there's a lot of people relaxing and chilling and maybe riding their bicycle or just walking and hanging out and just enjoying the beautiful sea breeze. Lions Lighthouse focal height is 65.62 feet and is a popular scenic viewpoint. Alongside this lighthouse, there is a really pleasant park filled with many palm trees and lush green grass. Even though the lighthouse is decorative, it's still pleasant to have such a building overlooking Long Beach, giving this area even more of a port-like landscape. Long Beach truly is a beautiful city, and right now the sun is setting and I feel like I had a really great day, so I think that this is probably the perfect place to end this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment too. Let me know if there's other areas you'd like me to visit, or let me know if there's places in Long Beach that maybe I missed visiting and I should come back to do a video about. But with that being said, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.